So let's say you have a question that asks you to compute the interest paid for a particular loan payment on a mortgage, maybe the first or the second loan payment. It sounds difficult maybe to figure that out, but it's really not. One of the easiest ways to compute that would be to create a loan amortization table. A big scary word, but it's really actually quite simple. We just need a few basic pieces of information and some basic arithmetic to figure this out. So what we'll do is we'll just start creating our table. We're going to put the period, we're going to put the labels at the top here. So it's period, that's the same thing as the month. We need to know the payment amount. Now usually that payment amount is the same for a traditional home loan. In this example, we'll just use the same payment amount for every payment. We need then from there we can calculate the interest that we paid, and then from there we can compute the principal that we paid on that payment, and then from there we can compute the remaining principal balance. So let's just set that up. There we go. Got our columns, we're ready to go. We're going to start with period 0. And the reason that we do that is that's our beginning principal balance. So let's keep the number simple. We'll say our beginning balance is $1,000. Our loan's for $1,000. And our rate of interest is going to be 12%. Now, that's not really realistic in today's market, but we'll use that number because it can help us keep the numbers really simple. So how do we compute the interest in the first payment? First payment right here. How do we compute the interest amount for that? Or payment amount is $100. All right, so of that $100 payment, how much is interest? Well, we're going to take the principal balance, which is $1,000, and we're going to multiply it by our rate of interest, 12%. But the rate of interest needs to be divided by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. This is an annual rate of interest. We need to divide it by 12 to get the monthly amount of interest paid, and that's basically going to equal 1,000 times 0.01. Which is going to equal 10, right? Okay, so the interest that we paid out of this $100 is $10. So if the payment amount is $100 and 10 of it was interest, that means that the remaining 90 is principal. So 100 minus the $10 of interest that we paid, so payment amount minus the $10 of interest that we paid equals 90, and that 90 is our principal that we paid. So now, we paid our principal balance down by $90. So the remaining principal balance is 1,000 minus 90, which is 910. So 910 is our principal balance. So the first payment we paid $10 of interest. So what do we pay for the second payment in interest? Well, we do the same thing over again for line 2. We take our principal balance in the second month, which is 910, and we're going to multiply it by our interest, 0.12 divided by 12, which of course is equal to 910 times 0.01, and we're going to come up with $9.10. $9.10, 9.1. Great. Now we want to keep it simple. I'm just going to round that to $9 just for the purpose of our demonstration. Okay, but when you're doing this problem in real life on a test or what have you, you want to use at least 2 decimal places. We're going to round it to the nearest dollar for the purpose of the demonstration. So month 2 again, the payment amount $100. The amount of interest paid in this case was $9. We said so. $100 payment, $9 of it was interest. So 100 minus 9 means that $91 of that went toward the principal. $91, and then we can complete our line of the amortization table by subtracting 91 from 910, which of course is 819. And that line is now complete. So if the question was asking us to compute the amount of interest paid in month 2, then we have the answer right here, $9. So there you have it, a quick and dirty demonstration on how to compute interest paid, or for that matter, the principal amount paid. You could also answer, you could also answer that from this question, from this demonstration as well. Of course, in real life, you'd probably do this on a computer or maybe with a business calculator or an Excel spreadsheet, but in a testing environment, maybe you need to figure out manually. This is a way to do that. Thanks very much. I hope this was helpful.